Geometry was discovered by Euclid. He was considered the father of geometry and he lived in Alexandria. He learned he developed the Greek mathematician for 2000 years. And in geometry, first one is basic concepts. In basic concepts, first one is point. A point is a mark of position. It has no length, breadth and thickness and it is denoted by dot-like structure. And next one is line segment. A line segment is limited by two endpoints and it is denoted by this structure. And next one is ray. A line segment that limited by extend endlessly in only one direction is known as a ray and it is denoted by this symbol. And next one is line. A line segment that extends endlessly in both directions is known as line and it is denoted by this symbol. And next one is plane. A plane is a flat surface that extends indefinitely in all directions. Suppose it is a plane, it extends indefinitely in all directions. And next one is angle. In angle, if two rays that formed in different directions from a common initial point is known as angle. It is called as angle and it is also called as common vertex and it is called as arm or side. And next one is types of angles. In types of angles, first one is acute angle. An angle whose measure is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degrees is known as acute angle. For example, it is called as acute angle. And next one is an angle whose measure exactly 90 degrees is known as right angle. For example, it is known as right angle. It has exactly 90 degrees. And next one is obtuse angle. angle whose measure is greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees is known as obtuse angle. Suppose it is known as obtuse angle. And next one is straight angle. An angle whose measure is exactly 180 degrees is known as straight angle, and it is known as straight angle. It has exactly 180 degrees. And next one is an angle whose measure is greater than 180 degrees and less than 350 degrees is known as reflex angle. Suppose it is known as reflex angle. And next one is complete angle. Degrees is known as complete angle. Suppose it is known as the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees is known as supplementary angle. Suppose the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees is known as supplementary angle. For example, the measure of For example, the measure of For example, the measure of 60 degrees and what is the measure of supplementary angle. Suppose if angle A is equal to 60 degrees and angle B is unknown, sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees. Angle B is equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree. The angle B is equal to 120 degrees. And next one is the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degrees is known as complementary angle. If angle A plus angle B is equal to 90 degrees, for suppose the measurement of angle A is equal to 70 degrees and angle B is unknown, sum of two angles is equal to 90 degrees. Here angle B is equal to 90 minus 70 degree. Here angle B is equal to 20 degree. So 20 and 70 are also called as complementary angles. And next one is adjacent angle. If the angle has a common arm and common vertex is known as adjacent angle. Suppose it is an angle, it is called as a common arm and it is known as common vertex. And next one is transversal. In transversal, a straight line that cuts two or more straight lines is known as transversal. It cuts two or more straight lines. It is known as transversal. Here B and here angle B and angle F are also called as corresponding angles, and A and E, C and G, D and H are also called as corresponding angles, and C and F are also called as alternate interior angles, and A and H, B and G are also alternate exterior angles. Now I am to introduce the chart. It is a line and it is a line segment, and it is called as acute angle, and it is a right angle, it is a obtuse angle, and it is a straight angle. It has exactly 180 degrees, and it is a reflex angle, and it is a complete angle. It has exactly 360 degrees, and it is a transversal. These are known as corresponding angles, and these are called alternate exterior angles, and it is a alternate interior angles. And next one is the point of concurrence to the median of the triangle is known as centroid. Suppose it is a triangle, it divides the median of the triangle for the ratio 2:1, and it is denoted by capital G. And next one is the point of concurrence to the altitude of the triangle is known as orthocenter. Suppose it is a triangle, it has it is known as orthocenter, and it is denoted by capital O or capital H. And next one is circumcenter. The point of concurrence to the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle is known as circumcenter. Suppose it is a triangle. Here this is known as circumcenter, and it is denoted by capital S. Next one is median. A straight line that joins the midpoint to the any side to the opposite vertex is known as median. Suppose it is a triangle, it is known as median. A straight line joins the midpoint of the triangle is known as median. And next one is quadrilateral is bounded by 4 line segments. A straight line that joining the opposite angular points is known as diagonal of the quadrilateral. In quadrilateral, first one is square. A rhombus in which one angle is the right angle is known as square. It is known as square. Here, adjacent sides are equal, and each angle is a right angle. 4 sides are equal, and the diagonals also equal. it is known as diagonal. Here each side, here each side is known as side. Here the perimeter of the square is 4 into side, and area of the square is side into side, and the diagonal of the square is root 2 into side. And next one is rectangle. A rectangle, in a rectangle, each angle is a right angle, opposite sides are equal, and the diagonals also bisect each other. Here, this is known as length, and it is known as breadth. Here the perimeter of rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth, and area of rectangle is length into breadth, and diagonal of the rectangle is root length square plus breadth square. And next one is in a parallelogram. A parallel, two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, and two opposite angles are equal and parallel, and the diagonals are also bisect each other. And here it is known as base, and it is known as height. Here the area parallelogram is equal to base into height. And next one is rhombus. It is called as rhombus, and they are called as diagonals. In rhombus, two adjacent sides are equal, four sides are equal, each angle is a right angle, and the diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. And the area of rhombus is equal to half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. Now I introduce a chart, and it is a rectangle, and it is a parallelogram, and it is a rhombus. Here this is called the diagonal. The perimeter of the square is 4 into side, and the area of square is side into side, and the diagonal of the square is root 2 into side, and it is a rectangle. It is called and the diagonal. Here the perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth, and the area of the rectangle is length into breadth, and the diagonal of the rectangle is root length square plus breadth square, and it is a parallelogram. Here this is called as base and this is called as height, and the area of parallelogram is base into height, and is a rhombus. These are called as the diagonals, and area of rhombus is half into diagonal 1 and diagonal 2. Thank you for giving this golden opportunity.